I can't talk much right now, I gotta take a poop.
Where do you start with a movie like this? Oh my god. I guess you could start with the opening line, which is how I just started the video, which is probably the most awkward line I've ever heard spoken in a movie.
I can't talk too long. I gotta poo.
Anyways, guys, welcome back to the Movie Cranks. I'm Larry. Today I'm reviewing for you The Fanatic, which is written and directed by Fred Durst. Yes, you heard me right. Fred Durst. And he makes sure that you know it.
You okay with some music? You like a little Limp Biscuit?
Sure.
You like a little biscuit?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice and loud? I used to listen to this back in the day. This is hot. Oh my god, that is nice. That is nice.
I think I'm starting to understand it all now. The movie also stars John Travolta, which I don't know what he was thinking here. But this movie is just weird. That's the only way and the best way I can describe it. So The Fanatic is about a Hollywood street performer, Moose, or Moosey as he likes to be called, who's fascinated with getting autographs from all the Hollywood celebrities. His favorite being Hunter Dunbar, an action star who's signing autographs at the local pawn shop. Wait, why the fuck would a celebrity sign autographs at the local pawn shop? Some dumpy back alley pawn shop? I mean, no, really. Anyways, back to the synopsis here. When Moose finds out Dunbar isn't who he thought he was, his friend Leia introduces him to the Celebrity Home app, leading Moose to Dunbar's front steps. Can someone tell me, when the hell did John Travolta take up method acting? Anyone? Does anyone have this answer? And for the love of God, can someone make him please stop? I mean, the poor guy. I can tell he fell deeply into this character. He put his heart and soul into this one. And he's trying so hard to do us right, but I'm just so confused as to why. What was John Travolta thinking when he read this script?
This is not a good script. He should not do it.
Honey, I think I found my next Oscar. I really do believe Travolta thought this was going to be like his magnum opus, the film that was going to lead him back to Hollywood's A-list, much like Pulp Fiction did back in the 90s. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, pretty much Travolta was like the 1970s Hollywood it boy. Then as fast as he rose to fame, he fell off the map, until Tarantino's Pulp Fiction back in '94 revived his shaky career, putting him back on the A-list. He then starred in many films in the 90s, some good, some not so good. You got Get Shorty, Broken Arrow, and even Face Off. A movie apparently so good, Hollywood feels the need to reboot it. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
What is this world coming to? Anyways, so what is this movie about? What is it? Is it a horror movie? A thriller? A drama? I came to the conclusion this is an educational movie. I learned so much by watching this, like why Hollywood no longer casts Devon Sawa, why John Travolta thinks all his fans have autism, and Limp Bizkit, well, apparently he's still alive. No, really. I thought this guy died in the 90s. So, what went wrong? Why is this movie so bad? Or, why is it not really so bad? I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, if I really think about it, I never really shied away from this movie. I never really felt the need to fast forward at any point. I never got bored once. Because I was always laughing, hysterically, waiting for the next bizarre scene or line of dialogue from Travolta's mouth.
I wish Freddy Krueger would come and chop off your head, and it would roll in the street, and a truck would squish it, and the blood would splatter everywhere, and everyone would watch it.
So let's go ahead and discuss some of the things that I noticed that really stood out for me when I watched this movie. Like first, Moose is depicted by Travolta as a mentally handicapped, autistic man, similar to that of Dustin Hoffman in Rain Man. Wait, no, it's exactly a complete copy of Rain Man. There's no denying it here.
What?
I mean, the way he bombs and wheezes and back and forth and speaks, it's Rain Man with Travolta's touch all over it.
This is a one and only shirt, but I can tell you where to get it, but there won't be any there. He's gonna love me. He's gonna love me.
But yet, when I'm really thinking about it, I'm not sure if Moose was handicapped. I don't think they had him originally scripted as being handicapped. I think this is just how Travolta sees us fans, because it never mentioned once in this movie, not once, that Moose has any kind of handicap or disability. It's quite the opposite, actually. He's a street performer. He has money. He lives on his own in California, of all places, where a place like his would probably cost him $7,000 a month. And even has neighborhood friends like a security guard, a pawn shop owner, and Leia. And while I'm on this topic of Leia, I mean, I gotta stop here for a minute, and I'm really sorry to burst anybody's bubble here. But let's just head back to reality just for a minute here. I know females. I know how life works. Well, this goes for males too, actually. We do the same thing just as much. So I know how humans work, and I know human nature. And there isn't any 23-year-old girl on earth that looks like this, that is going to be besties with a 65-year-old autistic man that still wears monster shirts and has a mullet wig. It just doesn't happen unless you're a billionaire. There's also this time when Leia sneaks Moose into a party by throwing him over a fence into a garbage heap.
Whoa, Nelly.
It's too... Oh my God, Moose, are you okay?
Am I all right?
I mean, you sound all right.
Is my shirt all right?
I'm sure your shirt is fine.
This is not a good idea.
And a few minutes later, when he's inside the party, you see her. She's taking photos in the background. So my guess is she had a job there. I mean, couldn't she have just said this was her lighting guy or something? It would have been a hell of a lot easier than throwing the poor mentally ill guy into the trash. So later on in this movie, when Moose has a little confrontation with Dunbar, his favorite actor.
Learn some fucking manners, buddy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dunbar, but I have every VHS, I have every DVD, and you're so rad in The Warrior. I just don't want you not to sign my stuff.
You came to the place, but I'm officially done.
But boy, do you see the special items that I have. This is Space Vampires.
How would I sign your face with my fucking fists? That's a collector's item you're not gonna want to take home. Trust me.
He feels the need to write Dunbar a letter apologizing for being a creepy fan at the signing.
I waited in line for over an hour to meet you, and you didn't even take the time to give me one autograph. I even spent all my money to buy your vest. Oh, yeah. I'll draw a picture of the vest.
Which is another thing. You know, why does everyone keep encouraging and supporting Moose through this? It's obvious he's a mentally ill, obsessed fan, but everyone keeps helping him. They keep getting him autographs, get him into celebrity parties, show him how to find the celebrity app that shows him how to get to all the celebrity houses.
Well, if I want to get a really embarrassing shot of some hungover celebutard in his bathrobe at some other celebutard's house, I use my handy-dandy Star Map app.
Star Map app?
Yeah. It is right there.
Holy cow, Batman.
So after all this, Moose sees it best to go ahead and personally deliver this message to Dunbar himself, and ends up killing the maid in the backyard, who I'm guessing by the pacing of the story and the day-night cycle of this movie, she must have laid back there for, 4 or 5 days without ever being noticed, not even by the gardener. So after killing the maid, Moose, instead of, being like, oh crap, I did something wrong and running away, decides to go ahead and just go in the house. And does a bunch of weird shit. He brushes his teeth, hides in the closet, and here's another one. How would he not see him here? Come on. Plus, let's just say for some miraculous reason, he doesn't. If there's one thing that I've learned about Moose at this point, it's he can't control himself. He would have immediately jumped out of the closet and been like,
Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
So he ends up spending the night and taking pictures of himself together and kissing Dunbar. And puts them on social media. Wait, Moosey, don't leave your scooter. You got no way back to Dunbar's house. Fuck it. It don't matter at this point. Oh my god, the dialogue of this movie.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Dunbar, Mr. Dummy Bar. Pretend all day, that's all you do. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that.
Does Fred Durst have the mental capacity of an 8-year-old? Everything in this movie feels like it was written by a school kid as part of some kind of project.
You're mean. Okay, that's it, Leah. Look at this. You're blocked. You're blocked from my social media. You go.
Well, Leah, you just did it. Looks like it's time to call the police. Wait, this is a Limp Bizkit movie. I forgot. So, Moose ends up going back to Dunbar's house. I guess he took a cab or something, and he ties up Dunbar. This is when I would have liked to have heard, "This is your final destination!"
Wait!
I fooled under Dunbar. I'm such a good actor.
And then after a touching moment there where Hunter actually convinces Moose they're going to be BBFs forever and eat ice cream together, he headbutts Moose and blows off all of his fingers. I'm not sure, I don't know, but coming from somewhat of an intelligent guess here, I don't think shotguns work this way. I'm pretty sure they don't have finger tracking bullets. You know, at this point, I just realized after starting this segment by saying I was going to tell you some things that I noticed, I inadvertently just spoiled the entire movie. Oh well, fuck it. Let's just keep on going. So Hunter follows Moose as he tries to crawl away, stabs him in the eye, bandages his hand, and sends him on his way. And then it ends with the stupidest ending, with Hunter Dunbar getting arrested for the maid's murder, and the gardener, it's just a weird moment where he's like nodding, yes, that's him, and it's all like in slow-mo and shit. So Durst, I focus this question to you. You big man boy. You're trying to tell me that somehow the police and the detectives, through all of this, were able to overlook the ropes Moose used to tie down Dunbar, Moose's blood everywhere, all over everything in the house, the social media photos, and yes, I didn't forget it, guys, the fingers. You know the things Dunbar just shot off in the bedroom just seconds ago? I'm sure they're still there. I didn't see Dunbar brown bag them and give them back to Moose, like, "Here, Moose, here's your appendages back," before he sent them out the door. So that leaves only one possibility. They're still there, sitting right by the bed turning blue. And so the police overlook all of this and arrest Dunbar instead. Why? Why, Durst? Why? Okay? I want to know. So how am I going to sum this up? Or better yet, I don't even really know how even to score something like this. As a so bad it's a good movie, The Fanatic is probably a B. It made me laugh, and I wasn't bored for 1 minute. As a serious movie, it's a definite F. Together, it comes out around probably a D. I don't know, it's just something really you just have to experience for yourself to completely understand. But for the most part, The Fanatic is just bad. It's really, really bad, guys. Travolta tries, but he just ends up making me laugh, which is what actually probably saved this movie for me. If you want a good laugh by watching Travolta recite some of the worst dialogue ever written while maintaining a straight face and trying to be serious by diving headfirst into method acting, this movie's for you. If not, stay far, far away. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out my review of The Fanatic. If you like this review, hit that like button and subscribe. If you've seen this movie, send me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts were. But until next time, guys, see ya.